Hi there. So this is it. This is my first day of sobriety. I'm at work, sober. So for the first time ever, it's my first time doing anything sober. I'm feeling a whole lot of anxiety, a boredom. I'm feeling a whole lot of things. I'm trying to keep my train of thought linear, so I'm going to try and start at the beginning and keep this focused. My reason for starting this channel, which I had in my mind for over a year now, it's just taken me a really long time to get started, but I've had this idea for over a year now, ever since I started working at a dispensary. I wanted to create a channel that would be like a cannabis edutainment channel, where we would talk all things cannabis, where I'd answer some questions, we'd do some education, and also have some fun along the way. I just thought also it would be a nice way for me to keep in touch with my friends, for people in my life who I don't get to see very often. It would be a nice way for them to kind of catch up with me and keep in contact. But even still, so long ago, I still knew at the time that I was going to have to quit smoking. I had it in my mind that I was going to do it eventually. And my idea with my channel was to start doing the cannabis edutainment and then eventually sort of foray into quitting. And for that to be something that I would bring to you, something that we could follow in together, and it would be, content. However, just with the way that things have worked out, because I now have this procedure coming up at the end of September, I've now been forced into the situation where I have to quit. I knew it was something I've wanted to do. It's been on my radar for a really long time. I know that I need to give it up. I just wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready to do it yet. And I just feel some type of way about being forced into it. I know it's for the good of my health, and I know it's to better me as a person, but I knew it was something I was gonna do. I just didn't feel ready, and now I'm thinking, I'm at work and all these thoughts are crossing my mind, even just what am I gonna do tonight? I have so many habits associated. It's not even just the physical addiction, it's the habits. So many habits are formed in my life around cannabis, around when I smoke, around how I smoke, around just the whole ritual of it. And I feel almost like I just don't even know what I'm going to do with myself, because that was such a huge part of my life, such a huge part of the daily goings on in my life. And I'm feeling almost a little bit at a loss. I feel like I'm, walking into rooms and not knowing what I'm there for. I just feel very mixed up, confused, some brain fog, I guess. Yeah, it's only day one, and I'm already going through it. So I'm just on my break here from work right now, and we'll keep going. I have to do this, and I hope it doesn't get too rough. A colleague of mine, a friend and colleague of mine, quit. He took a tolerance break several months ago. I think he had just intended for it to be a tolerance break, which was sort of what I was intending. I want to lower my tolerance so that things like edibles and beverages are more effective on me. And I think that's what his initial reasoning behind taking a break was. But he said that after his initial moodiness and agitation and things, the initial couple of days that were super hard with trying to quit, he said after that it just became so much more easy, and he just felt so much better. He said that he had started to feel really not good during and after smoking, and so now he just feels better. And he even though he had intended at the beginning of his break, had intended to at some point go back to it, it's been a few months now, and I don't think that he's returned to it. So I'm just kind of listening to like him chirping in my ear, and it's only day one. It's only day one. And I'm already like, what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do with myself? Like, I feel like I don't know if I'm going to come back to it, but I want to come back to it, but I don't know if I do. I'm just all over the place. And then if you've watched like my other videos previous to this one, I have been speaking about how we're buying a cottage, and there's just so much, like, I'm looking through all these pictures of beautiful cottages and thinking like, oh, that would be like a beautiful place to kind of like sit down and take a puff, or like it would be so nice to relax like here and just languish with my weed. But I can't do it. Why even go to the cottage? I don't know. I'm just feeling very all over the place right now, and I'm not feeling confident. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. My husband is being a dear, and he is standing with me in solidarity, so he's going to quit too. It's not nearly the same thing. It takes him, and I kid you not, it takes him 3 or 4 nights to finish a pinner, like a .35 pre-roll, whereas I can smoke like 7+ grams in a day. So him saying he's going to quit for me is just doesn't really have the same effect. But it's nice to have like the support in my household. So I have the support. Hopefully I have your support, and I'll come back every now and then, because I'm gonna probably at some point need to like scream into the abyss, and it's just gonna have to be here. So yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day. Like, my day just feels so long. Everything's like time dilation, like everything's taking 3 times longer. The clock is like not moving. Yeah, so I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day, and how I'm gonna handle like my evening, being a mom, having children, having to do the household things, having to do the dinner, having to do the bedtime, and having to do all that sober is going to be new. And yay. It'll be good. So that's that. Fingers crossed that we make it through today, and I'll try to catch up with you tomorrow. So thank you. We're hanging in there. Love you. Bye.